Okay, so there we've got the board in, and like in the review I showed, there's not a lot of room. You definitely ain't utilizing that PCI slot, which is perfect because I don't imagine anything to go in it anyway, although a Wi-Fi card actually would be kind of nice inside of here, but yeah, at any rate, I guess I could always use a USB one, I suppose, if I decide the need. Okay, so now let's start doing some connectors, and I can see that the hard drive down here may be a little tricky. I'll have to see how I can kind of get everything to work around here to get that SSD plugged in. It can only be mounted that way, so the connectors are going to come out there, but unfortunately the power looks like, and the SATA cable looks like it's going to have to go down here. So I'll fiddle around with that a bit and we'll see what I come up with. Okay, so now I've got the system pretty well assembled. So here's how it kind of worked out. No cable management in this system, or in this case, like I thought. But we got the power supply down there, and then it feeds off from those. It turns into a 24-pin, a 4-pin, you know, and then the rest of it you got a couple of there's a couple of SATAs, and then like before the Molex. And I hid as much as I could, and then we've got I didn't have a short SATA cable, so I had to settle for this long one here, and it kind of routed like so. So the SSD there, the 90 gig, got it powered, got the SATA there. So yeah, that's kind of as good as it kind of gets. The USB and front panel audio connectors were a little long, so I did the best I could to scrunch them up here. I did my best to scrunch all these up, got the RAMs installed. There's still enough room to put, you know, the front plate and the back plate fit perfectly on here, no problem. So I'll go ahead and install those, and then I will put, I'm going to be using the, what do you call it, the vertical mount, I guess, and not the VESA mount to mount on the back of a monitor or anything like that. So I will assemble it, and then we'll do, I'll show it off all put together. Okay, so here's the little PC with its vertical mount, and I've got the power supply hooked up to it right now, and it just runs over to the little plug there. So one thing I can think of real quick that I wanted to mention is it'd be really neat if somewhere, whether it wired off before or after the power supply, but it would wire off into a monitor power, then you could power your monitor there with the same single power cord coming out of the wall. Specifically when you mount this to the back of a monitor, that would be kind of nice. And then also in the monitor mount for the machine, they could integrate to where the power supply brick would mount to that as well too, so you could really tidy it up and, you know, have a few less wires kind of run around, or a few less you know, like the power brick kind of laying down, so just kind of tighten everything up. That would have been kind of nice to see. Other than that, this is a pretty solid case, and I do like it, and it operates very quiet. The only fan is the fan on the processor. Everything else is just passive cooling, and it seems to work pretty well. And so yeah, that wraps it all up, and as always, thank you for watching.